Hey guys, welcome back to a brand new video here today. Today we are back on Planet Coaster again. It's not like we'd never go on this game, is it? But no, today's video we're going back to the steampunk themed area. I haven't been working on this, haven't filmed a video on this area for a little while because I've had other projects going on. But no, in today's video we are, as the intro said, we are building a VEKOMA launch coaster then. Most similar coasters to places like Phoenix, I think it's called. I can't remember the park name, but no, yeah, like I said, coaster similar to that, but we're also going to go and include some modern kind of VEKOMA elements, so stuff like this 00G roll we're doing here is straight up ripped from Iron Rattler over at Six Flags Qiddiya. Something that's going to be very realistic with this creation is we're going smooth and realistic to real life, so realistic heart lining, all that kind of stuff, and in the end of it, it's actually probably one of my best coasters I've actually made on this game so far, which is crazy to say, but no, we're just going on to then what we're building. We're just doing some simple elements. So this is going to be quite an intriguing element. We're going to be doing a reverse cobra roll here. That's the thing with this. There's a lot of rolls in this. It's just the there's only the two elements which are inverting, which is obviously the 00G roll and then the double cobra roll. But it's quite a short layout for this coaster. But I think given the amount of theme that we're going to put into this coaster and indeed the wider area, I think it will be a lot better. Something else that I've done as well, I'm not sure if I show it you in this video because I actually filmed quite a while back, but what I've actually done is I've redone some of the 0G roll on the VEKOMA STC to make it a bit more realistic to real life, and the profile on it's a lot better now. It looks like it's straight ripped from real life in some way, shape or form, but no, that's again, I'm just going for realism with this part. There's nothing else, because of the fact it's such a small area, it means I can focus mostly on that kind of stuff. We can see we're actually going to be working, well, we can see we're working on some of the elements along here. This is only going to be a short series. There's only this episode and then there's one more episode after that, which is just finishing off the area and then the tour of the area. Following that, then we'll obviously be working on Adventure Valley theme park, which is quite a mini park. Well, it's a mini park in a way, but with a lot of coasters in it. So that's the thing with me. I'm able to fit a lot of coasters into a small area while still making them quite thrilling. That's a bit of a teaser to what's to come in that series, because I've actually nearly finished the park. I've done something similar to what I did for Asgard in a way, because of the fact that with when it came to building Asgard, it was obviously I managed to get it done pretty quick before I could release any of the episodes. For example, I only managed to release 4 episodes and I'd nearly finished the series before the file corrupted. I won't go into any of that in this video, but I digress. But no, again, it's another one of those series which I've been able to do quite a lot of work off camera, because I've been having the half term off, so I've nearly finished the park. And yeah, it's not taking me too long to put together, and it still looks really realistic as well. It's not like it looks like a rush park, it just looks really nice. And like I said, it's going for a vibe similar to like Oakwood and Plopsaland, Belgium. What can I talk about then? But preferably what's going on in this video. Like I said, VEKOMA launch coaster, you can see we're just smoothing it out now. The layout's done. It's like I said, it's quite a short layout, but it's a smooth layout, and that's the thing with it. That's what I wanted to go for with it. Just working on some of the operations here now. And I'm going to be actually showing this voiceover most of the custom support, and you can see the colour we're going for the track. I wonder what other VEKOMA, Stark Red and the steampunk themed area. I don't know, I've never heard of one like that before. I only realised that I'd actually done that, so I'd done a similar colour scheme to Fly after I'd finished custom support and doing everything with it all. So I basically just decided, oh, you know what, I'll just stick with it. It looks quite nice and it works in the area. I know it's obviously a bit of a coincidence, but that's exactly what it is, a coincidence. Like I said, I only realised afterwards that it's similar to Fly in a way, like with the colour scheme, but it works. I think it looks quite stylish and quite, you know, looks steampunky, which is the vibe we're going for with this area, funnily enough. Wouldn't have ever guessed that. These voiceovers get randomer and randomer every single time I make them. Yeah, I don't know, again, what to really talk about. VEKOMA. I genuinely don't know what to talk about. I think a coaster type like this would actually work really well in the UK. Maybe going as far as to say it would work quite well at a park like Bolton's Park. Maybe not Thorpe. I think it wouldn't be too thrilling enough to go to Thorpe. Towers is a definite no because of the height limit. Unless they decided that they wanted to get rid of Rita, in which case they could do something like this, just a very creative layout. But that's the thing with these coasters, you can go quite short with them and still pack quite a good punch in inside the layouts. Like that's what I really like with the new Gen Vekoma. They're quite compact and they're still quite intense. Like take Let Coaster for example, which is actually a bit of an inspiration for potentially one of the rides that's come to 5 Hours theme park, which that still need to get Blitz to make the layout for that coaster, but he made the layout and then he forgot to save it, which is brilliant. So I haven't been able to do any work on 5 Isles since the last episode, which is a bit of a shame. I've done some of the station building for it, which you will obviously see in the next episode. But I've nearly finished the station building just for him to message me saying, oh yeah, all the elements, there's elements that goes through the station, there's a longer station, and it was like, oh okay, so I've got to completely redesign the station, which wasn't ideal, but it is what it is. I don't know, like I said, I don't know what else to commentate on really, because it's another one of those episodes where I film it weeks I film it like a week or so in advance, just forget what I want to talk about in the voiceover. It happens more often than not, which is a bit of a pain, but who cares? I would just go silent, but then it'd become quite a bit boring. This is also quite a long voiceover, so there's still quite a long time left to go with this. We are nearly done with the coaster building. I might, yeah. Yeah, I am seriously completely stuck on what to say. I'm not awake yet, so I've made some edits then to the video, so it's not quite as long. It was supposed to be about 20 minutes long, but I've decreased most of the custom support because I was just getting boring at that point. That's the thing with custom support, it does get very boring to watch, but it is kind of fun to do. But now we're actually working on some of the theming of the coaster then. We're working on like this little indoor section. I had this idea because of I thought it'd be cool just to make it look like it was cutting through the walls of the industrial kind of vibe. And I think it works really well. We do theme up the inside of this building. I might add a little bit more theming, but I'm not too sure yet. I do want to make this park as well accessible to console players, because I think it'd be quite nice just for them to come and have a look around and see some of my work. Yeah, we're just doing a bit of the flooring now, just to make it look quite nice on the inside. Like I said, it's all going to be, although it's a steampunk vibe, we're also going quite industrial, so there will be like loads of pipes on the inside. There'll be smoke effects. And there'll be all sorts on the inside. Like I said, it's all going for like a vibe that's similar to Fly for Fantasia Land. That's the whole entire inspiration of this park. And it's a bit of a coincidence that the only 2 coasters that are going to be in it are Vekomas, which is quite funny, but oh well, they're different coaster types to it, so we can get away with it somewhat. It's another one of those episodes where I remember filming it, but I don't remember what to talk about in it. But I suppose I managed to talk for 7 minutes in the first place before I actually edited it. But we're doing some more pipe work on the outside. We're not just theming up the outside that you can actually see. We're also going to be theming up the outside that you can see from the coaster as well, if that makes sense. It doesn't make sense, but oh well. So basically, it's like the back wall that you see when you come to go back through the wall on the coaster. I think, yeah. The thing is with this series as well, we've got most of the buildings going on around the outside of it, but we'll have a large amount of trees around it as well, so it kind of blends in with the park. Because like I said, this isn't a fully themed park. It's an area of a park, so it'd be. What's a good example for all this? You see, we've actually covered the station building over from the Vekoma STC, but a good example of this is maybe this area could go to a park like Thorpe Park, maybe, even though I said that this coast would probably not be too intense for that park, but I don't really care. But this is the kind of area that could go to, say, somewhere like Thorpe Park, if they had the space to do it. Even somewhere, I wouldn't say Flamingo Land because I don't know what theming is, but maybe even somewhere like Portland's Park could definitely have an area like this, because I know how much they enjoy doing all their theming. Again, I'd say towers for it, but I think the coaster's too tall to be put in towers, so so that's the thing. But even if it's like maybe a future park series I might actually make it so that this is an extension of it. I'm not too sure yet. At the end of the day, there's still a lot of time left for me to go on this game, and I do really enjoy building on this one. I don't know, not many people understand how I enjoy building on this game, but I just do. I just think it's really fun just to sit down and just just spend time building it. You're actually just going for a ride on the back road just to make sure it's all smooth on the back, so it looks satisfying. We have actually decided to let guests onto the ride. That's another thing that I might turn off for next episode. I'm not too sure yet, but I might turn it off so that the guests can't get through. Something else that we're also going to do back here is also the maintenance bay, and indeed the like an access road to both maintenance bays, because we've got this one here that we're building now, and then also another maintenance bay which is connected to the Vekoma STC. Okay, I don't know what it is, but I keep going to say SLC, but it's not. It's definitely a suspended thrill coaster. It's definitely not a suspended looping coaster, because then it wouldn't be very smooth. We're also back here. What we're doing, we're also adding details, so like in the winter maintenance kind of phase of it, they can get into the back and they can actually deconstruct the trains and then move it to elsewhere in the park so that they can be fully rebuilt for the next season. So that's why that garage door is on the back of it. I would have the rail design I normally use, but I think, yeah, I would normally do that, but I think it's easy just to go with that kind of design, because I think it still does the job and it looks really good. Here we go, then build some of the maintenance area. You can see how that works. It's basically a sliding track, so when the train comes out onto the track, it's basically it's kept coming down, and then they can remove the trains from the track, which is quite a unique way of doing it, but I think it works. It works quite well. What else there to talk about? Oh, well, we're doing the exit path for now, but something that we're going to be doing, you can see actually we're doing some of the queue line, but in this clip now we're actually building the ride photo unit, because I realised for both the STC and this coaster I didn't actually do the ride photo unit, so I basically decided to make one here. As you can see here, we're going to put the interior in it because it looks quite nice, but we're also going to turn it into a bit of a gift shop. I do just duplicate this design over to the Vekoma launch coaster, because I think it worked quite well. And then after all, you can't really complain about it. You can see we're actually adding some of the images here. I got really confused with this one though, because when I was doing it all, the images wouldn't update until when I actually moved the when I moved the what's it called? I can't think what it's called now. When I actually moved, I'm being really stupid here, but when I actually moved the until I actually moved the ride photo camera, the images on the screen wouldn't change, and it was really weird, but now they do, and it all works. So my Planet Coaster is very glitchy. I think it's more glitchy than other people's, but I don't know whether or not that's to do with the fact that this game is glitchy anyways, but it's not. It doesn't exactly run the best sometimes, but I can't really complain. It's still a really realistic game, and it's a lot better than Planet Coaster 1, especially for like all the guest movement and stuff like that. I don't think there's actually too much longer then of the time lapse to go. We are moving over to a voiceover in a minute. But yeah, we can see we're actually doing some theming on the inside of that. I don't normally go this detailed in with these kind of buildings, but I am going like that for this one. I'm going the extra mile for it, which you can't really complain about. But without further ado, let's actually move on into real time then. Here we are then in real time then, just having a look over at the park. You can see we've got a nice view of the STC, and then obviously the Vekoma launch coaster. I think the way I managed to do it, the way I managed to position it, it actually looks quite good. See, we've had a little bit of theming around, just copied over the station to make it look quite nice. You can see as well where we've had some of those trees, you see the coaster going around, and it looks really satisfying just to watch this coaster go around, just from just because of the elements. You'll see what I mean with like the heart line when we actually go for a POV on this thing, which we will do in a minute. There's a lot of theming work which we will do in the next episode, which will also be the final episode. You can see we're actually going to go over here and have a look at that. The new profile on that 0G roll just looks fantastic. But no, we're also going to have a look in the gift shop and the ride photos that I've just created in the time lapse. For some reason the t-shirt rack's empty, which I might change that at some point. You can see there's the ride photos. It's all updated now, which is quite satisfying. We're going to actually take a ride now on not the Vekoma STC, I knew you said the STC then, but we're going to take a ride on the launch coaster. Here's the entrance to the queue. It's a bit hidden away, but we'll make that a bit more obvious when it comes to making the ride entrances. Something else I need from you guys, maybe some name suggestions for these rides would be greatly appreciated, and indeed the actual area itself would be really interested for you guys to put a suggestion in, because I have no idea what to call any of this area or the coaster. But the queue line's quite a long queue line, but it's not very cattle penny, which is something I do try to avoid sometimes, but sometimes I do go for a bit of a cattle pen queue. I'm going to the station here. For some reason this is a lot less popular than the STC, but we're actually going to go take a ride on this on the Vekoma. Then we'll go over here and select it. I'm actually going to stay quiet for this POV for once. Into the brakes then. This is what I mean though by it's a really realistic layout. Like, I just think it's smooth, it's funny. You can see there's transfer tracks as well, but I think it's really smooth, it's really enjoyable, and I really did like making this coaster. That's what I like with the Vekomas in this game. It's quite nice and easy to smooth them. I do need to add a bit of queue fencing for both of the queue lines. That will come next episode, I do promise that. But you can see just out here, you can see all those beautiful custom sports as well, which I did enjoy making. There's the, just come out here, you can see there's the ride photos, you can see some of the photos, there you go, there's the photos updating. And that's actually going to do it then for this episode. Let's go into a above view then, looking over the coast. You can see we get a nice view of the STC as you walk out of the ride as well. Here we are then having a look at above view of the area. Then you can see obviously where we've added all that foliage and actually some of the service roads. We'll have a look at that in a minute. But no, it's a decent sized area with two large thrill coasters, and I really do enjoy building this. It is the inside of that building that we did create. You can see there's quite a lot of smoke effects and mist effects, which if this was at a Merlin park it probably wouldn't be on for that long, but I digress. You can see here's the station building then. Like I said, it's the same station copied from the STC, because it just looked quite nice and it worked well with the area. You can see some of the back service roads there with parking areas for staff. But no, that's going to do it then for this video. If you guys enjoyed this one, please do hit the like and subscribe button. Ignore my terrible voiceovers, but I'm not a YouTuber. I just have a YouTube channel who happens to be a theme park enthusiast. But no, you can see some of the service roads there. You can see it has like bollards on it to stop people from driving through it. But no, here's the car park as well for the staff. You can see we've got the got more of the bollards. I might extend the Vekoma track out so you can actually see it is the inside of that maintenance bay. There's really nothing in it, but there's no point in decorating that. But like I said, if you guys did enjoy this one, please hit the like and subscribe button, turn on notifications, and I'll see you guys in a brand new video next time. Goodbye.